Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week's Tech Minute. I'm Joel Brazy, and we're going to look at an application that's come out of our unusual, really unusual times. How Hollywood is trying to bring back the talk show and bring back the virtual audience into talk shows and events. So, obviously, we've seen sports arenas with cardboard cutouts, but this is a little more in our sweet spot in AV. So we're calling this What's Hollywood Doing with All This? So what you're seeing is a combination of things where The View has an empty studio. You have Ellen DeGeneres that's doing virtual reality, Kelly Clarkson that's doing video screens that are mounted on stands, and Drew Barrymore that's doing the standard Zoom call. And you're seeing this in a lot of different besides talk shows that we're focusing on this week, you're seeing it in a lot of different spaces. So I did a little bit of investigating and we'll take a look at these different applications and different approaches. So one of the approaches that you see in Drew Barrymore is the video wall and obviously confidence monitors that are planted for Drew Barrymore. But you're seeing this a standard Zoom call expanded up to a video wall with a video wall controller. The output of the Zoom PC going into the controller, the display on the video wall, and then circling back around, there are multiple cameras that are brought into an edit suite along with talent audio, fed back into Zoom, and then all of that is combined out for broadcast. So you have the people that are on Zoom are able to see it and see what's going on in the studio on their Zoom call. And then you have the broadcast viewers at home that are able to see it as well. And again, these are concepts. This is not actually what they're doing. These are concepts on how they would achieve it. Another one that's interesting is the Zoom API and SDK development kits that are available, which it seems the concept that they're doing with Kelly Clarkson, where they actually have displays mounted on stands in the studio. It's the back end of it where you have talent mics and you have multiple cameras going into an edit suite really remains the same. But Zoom's SDK has the ability of splitting out some of these signals. So it's an interesting approach to it. It's not necessarily the approach that they're doing. They could be doing multiple calls outward, and these folks are just in the studio. I noticed when I was watching a trailer is that some of the images were actually just photos and they were not live video. So it's interesting to see the concept, all of this in a way to bring us more of a standardized post-pandemic normal experience. The most unique one, though, is really Ellen DeGeneres, where if you look at the Ellen DeGeneres trailer that's on YouTube, you see the studio is actually a virtual reality studio where they're doing a fly-through. And the way you can notice it is take a look at the displays. The displays are as they do the fly-through, you see the width of the displays and the mounting of the displays disappear and reappear. So that tells you that they're doing some kind of virtual reality. The back end, again, is the same. They're doing cameras and switchers and talent mics, the standard AV stuff that we're all used to. But that VR front end, it kind of makes one wonder, are they actually live people in the audience, or is it similar to the canned audio that we've heard for so many years of audio laughter and clapping and things like that? Are these actually just canned footage that they're displaying in these locations? What the whole thing is very interesting, and so I thought I'd bring it to you as a case study to have a look at it and see if you can find ways that these kind of audio and video experiences will benefit your customers and your end users. There's a lot of creativity that goes on in the depth of any crisis. And so this is an interesting opportunity that sits square in AV to try and look at how corporations, how schools, and how religious institutions are going to bring back those kind of in-person experiences in a way that has been created by the dynamic of the pandemic. So this is food for thought. Have a great week. We'll find some interesting topics for next week, and we'll talk to you later. Take care.